Hi guys, Chris here from Azon Power Packs. Got another video for you here today, and the reason I'm sending this video out is I was actually finishing off the 7-day action plan, and the 7-day action plan, you can get hold of that. It's basically a starter action plan, because I'm going to tell you about a few things today, but it's a starter action plan that you can actually get with Erica Stone's Straight Line Amazon course. This is I sent about this course in an email, and basically it's obviously from Erica Stone, really big with Amazon, does very well, and I like the product. I like the product of Erica's simply because it shows you a case study of an entire Amazon site from the very beginning, before it's even built, like the niche research and so on, to actually building it and adding content and the plugins she's using and so on. And also shows you as the traffic starts to go up. I thought that was really good because it shows you an overview of exactly how quickly you can get a profitable Amazon site up there. So I decided to offer a bonus with this. Now you can check this page out at azonpowerpacks.com/straightline.html, or there's a link underneath this video, and you can obviously watch this video. I've got a full review there, and you'll be able to get a sneak peek at the product. Now when you purchase that product through that link, you will also get the 7-day action plan, and it's just a starter action plan that will allow you to use Azon Kickstart 2014 and get your first site up there and manage your time, or get past the sort of stuff that's been holding you back. I also when I was actually writing the 7-day action plan here, I was thinking about some other tips that will help you, because a lot of the stuff in this action plan is practical. So for instance, on day 1 we'll pick a niche, and I'll go through that, and day 2 once you've got the niche, you'll go through and well, actually day 2 to 4 is how to create content and so on, and I do that. And it's not telling you stuff that you perhaps don't know by now, because a lot of you have got Azon Kickstart 2014, but it's more how to manage the time, how to make sure that you get it done and get past the other hurdles that you get, such as I don't think I can do this, it's too technical and stuff like that. So as I was writing that report, some things I perhaps missed out the report came up, like tips that has helped me, and I thought I'd do a quick video and tell you some tips that can help you, and then also tell you, as I'm calling it Action April, also tell you how you can firstly facilitate the fact of getting the sites up there, the content. I'll tell you a bit more about Power Packs. And also tomorrow, so you know how bad I am with dates, because every time I do a video I end up looking at the calendar, but it's the 7th tomorrow, Monday the 7th, and I've got the coaching plans being sent out tomorrow. So you've got to make sure that you're on the list ready for tomorrow. The only reason being, it's not like a scarcity tactic by me, but the only reason being is genuinely I can offer the coaching, but it does take my time. So if you want a spot, you need to be on there so you don't miss out, so that all the spots don't get taken, because I'm not going to take on too many people, because if I'm spending an hour a day with people, you can imagine that my time's limited. So that's why you need to be on. A bit more about that now, but firstly I thought I'd give you some tips that will really help you get your sites out there. And the first tip I would give you is make sure you get a notepad and pen. That's helped me in my business, never mind just with Amazon but with everything. A notepad and pen, and have it on your desk or by your laptop at all times, so you can make notes. Now that will help you for things as simple as picking an Amazon niche so you can write down some ideas, or help you, well, like when you're watching a video like this. It sounds strange me saying that, because a lot of the time it's me taking notes when I'm watching videos and so on, that can help me in my business. You know, I still watch them now. I mean, you can never stop learning with this business. You'll never get to a point where you know it all. Firstly, because the web's always changing, and secondly, because no one's perfect. You literally are always learning, always trying to better yourself, And if you get a notepad and pen, which sounds really simple, it doesn't sound like much of a tip, but if you get a notepad and pen and you work on paper, so to speak, you will get, it will allow you to sort your ideas out more, and also it will allow you, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow when I send out the main coaching, we'll be doing this with some of you. It will also allow you to set real goals, like bigger goals, goals that you know. The key to all of this stuff is basically having goals that push you just beyond your comfort zone. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but it's having set goals. So the key is, because it's not a normal job, it's not like someone's not telling you what to do, because you're sort of sat here and you can waste days and weeks go by without getting much done. It's because no one's telling you what to do. You don't have a 9-to-5 agenda with a job like this. You have to set up the Amazon sites in this case, or ClickBank sites, or whatever you're doing, and you have to do it off your own initiative, and you have to be able to manage your time. And one of the top ways of doing that is, before you start allocating tasks for yourself, is know what you're going to achieve. For instance, I'll just go back to it now. In Erica Stone's Straight Line Passive Amazon commissions, you'll find there's like a plan there that will help you, but it will also, as it shows you an overview of a site, you get with the bonus with that, you get the 7-day action plan, and that 7-day action plan just rests off the fact of getting your first site out there in 7 days. Now, you can do it in a day, or you can do 3 in a day if you really go for it, but you know, it might not sound a lot if you think, well, if I'm just doing if I'm just doing 1 site a week, that's not that many. But honestly, you will improve on that, you'll get faster. And if you think about this, I'm not obviously pointing fingers, or I'm not saying that it's the case, but out of my experience, out of speaking to people, a lot of people online, like I say, we've all been there, I've been there myself, where weeks go by and you don't get done what you want to, and you can look back and you can think, oh, where's all the time gone? And the key is having set goals and pen and paper, so you can write them down and actually taking action on them, which the 7-day plan will help you. Another thing is, a big thing, I would say, just do it. Not to nick Nike's trademark there, but just do it, because chances are this is a thing that people fall into, that it has to be perfect or you're not doing it correctly. Honestly, with all of this stuff, if you follow through Amazon Kickstart 2014 and you feel, oh, I haven't put a link in the right place, or I haven't linked together my pages correctly, what I actually offer, and I'm going to offer to everyone now, in that 7-day action plan, so when you pick up Erica Stone stuff, I give you a free appraisal of your site, because you're obviously going to have a site out there in 7 days, and I'll go through the site. I'll go through the site and check that it's all up and running. I'm going to offer that to everyone on this video, so all you have to do is, if you've got a site up and running, is send it over to me at support@azonpowerpacks.com, and I'll have a look through and I'll let you know what I think. But to be honest with you, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you follow through, you've got good content on there. The main things that you want to check is that you've ticked the boxes, so to speak, so you've got unique content. If you've copied the content, if we go to this one, Amazon Fire TV, so if I click on there, and if I just copied all of this, so I got my mouse and it's all a picture. It would have to be a picture when I'm showing you an example, but let's have a look. So say if I got all this, right, and I copied that and I put it on my site, that's not going to do any good at all. If I copied all this, the site would look good, but in terms of ranking, it doesn't offer anything unique, and Google doesn't look at it and think, oh my god, he's just copied from Amazon. It doesn't look at it in that way, like a really bad thing to do. They look at it purely and say, well, this content is already on the Amazon page, so this site is not offering anything more of value. So that's why you have to go through, add your own personality in there, add the customer reviews. I don't mean copy them, I mean have a look at what people are saying. Look at this guy, he's wrote all of this information about this particular product, and from all that information you could form a review. And then look at this one, all of that information, and you can see the plus points and the bad points, and you don't have to lie on your reviews. You can say, what I've done is had a look at the customer reviews and picked out the positive and the negative so you can make a better buying decision. So you can literally form a review like that, and then your site becomes valuable. So number one is just do it. Just get a site out there. Number two is more about, again, this stuff. What I'm going to say, and this sort of ties in with, I'm going to show you in a minute, the ASON action plan. But if you want to go now, it's azonpowerpacks.com/ASON actionplan.html. But I'll put a link underneath this video. You need to make sure you're on this list, and it will help you with this. And the reason being is this: of course, we get this stuff done. So you can see here, when you enter your name and email, you've got, I want to make 1 site, I want to make 1 to 5, I want to make 5 to 10, I want to make 10 to 15 or 15 plus. In actual truth, you can make as many as you want. But when I'm formulating the coaching plans, based on what you enter here, I can formulate a coaching plan around you. So it will be personally developed for you, or for that group, if you will. We'll be working one-on-one, but so you actually achieve that goal. And the other thing that a coaching plan will really do well for you is because it pushes you past your comfort zone. Now, you've probably heard all this if you've read any self-help books and so on, but it is true. It's not all mumbo jumbo, not in my opinion. Your comfort zone. Now, if you're pushed past your comfort zone so much, so say if I said to you, if you haven't set up one Amazon site, and say if I said you have to set up 50 in a week, that's not going to do any good at all, because all it's going to do is you think, oh my God, how do I do that? So it's not going to help. It's just going to make you feel more frustrated, more bewildered with all of this stuff, and like even worse in a way, because you think, I can't possibly do this. But the key to success online, or even success with anything, success with making money with Amazon as an affiliate, ClickBank, what's really helped me is pushing just past your comfort zone. We cover this in the coaching, but it works like this. You need to, you'll be working off a list, you've got your notepad and pen, and you need to push more than you have done before. Now, for those of you that are listening and you're still to get a site out there, it might be just getting one site out there, and that's fine. The beauty of it is you're not looking to compete with anyone. You're not looking to, they're able to get 10 sites out there and I've just got 5, or they're able to get 50 out there and I've got 15. You're not looking to compete with anyone. The only person you're competing with is yourself. So that's a good way of thinking about it. That took me a long time to learn as well. When you start getting competition and so on, the key is not competing, because that will just stress you out. All you want to do is push yourself. So when you look at your day, and I've got some more stuff for you now, but when you look at your day and you look at what you've achieved, just try and do a bit more than what you normally have, whether you set that for a 1-week goal or a 3-day goal, or even just each day, just pushing. So it might be to get your first site out there, or it might be if you've done 1 site, or you've done 1 site every week, it might be try and do 2 sites a week, or even 3 a week. So you're just pushing a bit more, because all of us, myself included, can get more done in a day. It's just a case of managing your time better and also pushing yourself. And the beauty of it is, when you're doing that, not only will you achieve more, but you'll enjoy it more, because you're just outside your comfort zone. And this is the thing though that you have to watch. When you start doing that, so let's say you get 1 site out there and you think, oh my God, that was such a big task for me that I'm so glad I've done it, and you'll feel proud of yourself and reward yourself. Have yourself a few beers if that's your thing, or go and see a movie, or reward yourself. The money, of course we're doing this to make money, but what's important is that you're actually moving forward, the progress that you're taking. You keep moving forward and you're not moving backwards. You're not jumping from product to product. You're actually moving forward, you're getting sites out there, and the sales will come. So don't worry, you just keep on going forward, and that will be a big thing. But then the thing that will happen is that comfort zone will become normal. So you'll be able to get 3 sites out there in a week, and you'll think, well, I'm still doing well, and you're still rewarding yourself. But in actual fact, you can take a step up then, and you can say, when it starts getting easy to get 3 sites out there, you can get 5 done in a week, and so on. But for now, just push yourself a bit more if you haven't done already. You might be doing 50 sites in a week, I don't know. So obviously I'm speaking to everyone collectively, but really try and push yourself to do more. And that sort of leads me to the third point, which is small steps enable you to make big progress. And that, I know that sounds a bit cheesy, but it really is the case. If you're taking small steps, whether it's just I'm going to get 1 site out there today, or even I'm going to pick a niche today and get a domain name and hosting and actually do it. So at the end of the day, you've got a domain name and hosting sorted, and you've got a niche that you're going to start with on Monday or whatever day it be. That will enable you to do more, as long as you're making small steps and doing it every single day. And I've got another one for you. My 4th tip is what I'm going to call the Super 6y list, and that is a play on words. It is the Super 6 list, if you will. I think there's a movie called that, I'm not sure, but it's nothing to do with the movie. It is 6 tasks that you write down on a notepad. Again, working from pen and paper, or working from paper rather, you write down 6 things that you absolutely must get done the next day, and you work through them till they're done. Now, I call it the Super 6y list, but in actual fact it works just as well if you just do 3. Again, talking about the comfort zones, you want to make it personal to you. Everyone works differently. You're not competing with everyone else. Even if you just had a 1 list, 1 thing. If it's a case that you've been sat around online, you want to make money online, and you can't seem to take action, you haven't done anything, that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying what have you been doing, or it's by no means telling you off or saying you should have done more. What I'm saying is, if you're at that point, you could push yourself and just do 1 thing tomorrow, 1 thing more. And what you want to try and make these actions is actions that force you to make momentum, or keep the momentum going. And I'll tell you an example. If you taking action, it isn't just picking a niche. So if I go to Amazon now, and we're still on the Amazon Fire page, and I sort of think, well, yeah, this looks like a good niche, I'll get started with it on Monday, and I write that down, and then I go and watch telly or TV. That's not going to help, because it's almost fooling yourself, because you're sort of saying, well, yeah, I'll take action maybe. Looks like the key, this is taking action. If you pick a niche, so you actually went through the Azon Kickstart course, and you pick one out, sports and outdoors, and you went hunting and fishing, for instance, and then you look down, I'm just picking one, I'm not saying this is brilliant niche, I'm just picking one, compound bows, and there we go. So you got all the products there, and you did the research now, and you went to Google AdWords, and you went to Google Trends, and you saw the products that were selling well. That's just something you can have it on images here, that's why it looked like that. But anyway, so you're looking through the products, you're making sure they sell. So I'd go here. Now this is the key to take action, where you're going to build momentum, even if this was the only thing you did today. I went down, and you can see here 6 days ago, 2 days ago, so this looks all right. I'm not saying it's a brilliant niche, it's just an example, but it's compound bows. So if I looked up compound bows, and there was a lot of searches, the key to taking action would be now to go to Namecheap and buy compound bow set reviews, something like that, and set up the hosting today. And if that's the only thing you did today, that would be taking action, because that action has forced you. You've obviously set up the hosting, you've got the domain name, and then you're far more likely to continue building the site. If you don't get the hosting and you don't get the domain name, obviously it costs a bit of money for the hosting and domain name, but if you don't do it, you won't be serious about setting the site up. So it's about forcing yourself to do things that make you take progress, and then you'll feel, honestly, you will feel so much better, even doing something as simple as just picking up a domain name, picking up the hosting, and getting your pen and paper and writing down on your Super 6 list or Super 4 or Super 3, write content, write 1 page of content tomorrow for compound bows. If that was one task that you did, or write 2 pages or write 3, whatever you do, don't overput, like, you don't want a Super 10 list unless you're really motivated and you're going to get up at 6 in the morning. You just want to set the list so it makes you feel good, so you're taking action, and so you can get more done. So I know the video's gone on a bit long. I hope you've enjoyed those tips. You can get the 7-day plan. It's a PDF file. It's just a starter 7-day plan. You can get that. There's a link below this video for Erica Stone's Straight Line Passive Amazon commissions, and it's a bonus for that. So you can get that there. Also, check out azonpowerpacks.com/special.html if you want the membership for Azon Power Packs. Again, I'll put a link in the email for this. The first, well, I won't say the first niche for those of you that have actually purchased it, but you will get a power pack or an Azon content pack delivered every single month. And for those of you that have watched this video, obviously it's just a taster, just a few tips, but for those of you that really want to take Action April to the next level, go over to azonpowerpacks.com/azonactionplan.html and enter your name and email in here. I'll send the email out again with the link on, and you have to be on because I'm going to send out the different coaching packages and the details tomorrow, and obviously the spots will go quite quickly. So I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. It's all about Action April. The key to this is, I'm just looking again now. Let's have a look. So we're on the 6th now. You can literally get your first sale by the 30th, if not a lot more, by following through these videos and actually taking action on them and following through. And there's no reason why you can't have more than 1 sale by the 30th. So at least 1 sale by the 30th for Action April 2014, and then carry on doing it to build a business. Okay, guys, let me know if you've got any questions. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see some of you tomorrow in the coaching. Cheers.